Alright, welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day. It's been a while since I talked about this Black Clover Mobile. Remember that? It's a thing that still exists, and recently we've been getting some news about it, right? Like, I honestly have no idea what happened in Black Clover Mobile. It's been a while, like when we first got the announcement. It's just been, like, lost, okay? 7 Deadly Sins Origin, that too, just lost. No information, no additional things. It's just in the air, right? Let's draw a comparison here. You know Berserker Starossa? That's like Black Clover Mobile. It took forever, but it'll get out there. It'll finally release. With 7DS Origin, it's like Camilla. It's never happening, right? It's just somewhere, okay? We haven't had a single ounce of news on Origin in like months, and we had like the entire trailer and all of that. I don't know what happened, but today we have more news on Black Clover Mobile. It's actually pretty cool. Today we'll bring it to you. There is a high chance it's coming very, very soon. So be hyped. Partially be hyped. Keep that in mind. So recently they've been announcing like little things, right? They've been doing trailers, they've been doing all this stuff. They've been definitely putting a lot more and like more hyped things out, right? And they've been recently like announcing if you want to consider it, the banners of what are going to be there, okay? Obviously the captains, if you watch Black Clover, you know what I'm talking about here. The captains are going to be banners, okay? And this is probably going to be one of the banners, hence why they're doing it as like a rival type thing. So that's what recently dropped. That's the entire thing. This is the 10th character announcement. So that's basically where we're at. Okay, that's the first thing to get out of the way. With it also, they've started their entire retweet campaigns. Okay, hype up the game, get followers beforehand, get retweets beforehand, so people know about this thing happening. If you want to look at it, 2,000 on the JP Twitter, by the way, 3,000 rather, likes almost, 4,228 retweets. So this tweet kind of popped off, right? This tweet kind of popped off. And the entire point is to build like the following base, build the news that there is a Black Clover game coming out, hence why they kind of did this thing. So they've started that entire type of marketing. Again, they've been still continuously announcing banners and stuff like that, or not banners, but trailers for characters, and that's still been going on, still hyping things up, still continuing on with each of the calendars, with 2 characters a month. This one will probably be the 2 that I just showed you. So that's still the plan. Okay, that's still happening. Hopping over here to like the big juicy info here. Pause. But with it, right? This person has given us a lot of solid information, spanning across what's happened with the game, where it's been, what the problems were, and all of it's basically confirmed at this point as fact. So I'll continue to take the word here. But what he does say is, again, some wonder how come we're already the teaser of 2 big units. I'm just giving an example. Imagine the game is finished or almost finished when they release between October and November, right? Again, the devs themselves are still like tweeting the game with Black Clover Mobile 2022, right? They wouldn't do that if it was releasing in 2023, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, let's tweet 2022 because it's currently the year and that's why we're doing it. Doesn't make sense. They're tweeting it because it's planned still or slated still for 2022. So again, kind of they're getting into the hype, the banners, they're getting into all of that. Also, recently he put out this message, Black Clover Mobile is currently in development and we are aiming to launch soon, right? So again, a kind of piece of information about the game. That's currently where we're at there. And there was one more thing also that was put out. Let me see if I can find that. So this was also a quick like news drop that occurred. So the closed beta is coming very, very soon. It is being prepared. An announcement will be made in the coming weeks. According to me and my estimates, the closed beta will arrive between this month and the end of October. So again, if it is slated, as stated from them, for a 2022 release, the beta has to happen within the next month. Because they're not gonna like do like, oh, the beta just dropped, 30 days later release the game. Shouldn't happen like that. Unless, you know, the feedback was immaculate. Oh, no one had a problem with the game, let's just release it right then and there. Could happen, right? It's still fresh in their minds. People are still hyped about the game. All right, let's just drop it, right? It could happen that way. But with all this information, everything's been adding up. Still, right? We're in October, and as I've said in like my past few videos, I've been telling you like we're almost there to like the November Fez. We're almost there to the December Fez for Grand Cross. Same goes for this, right? So the game is still marked for 2022. If it is releasing, we're very close to the entire initial announcements of the beta, the initial announcements of the release date of the game. All of that is still there. They could announce it, release it December last week, December midweek, or like mid of the month. Could happen. So right now, the game is pretty much almost here. And if you were kind of caring for it, just, you know, be ready. It's a very high chance that it releases within the next 60 days. So that is something to put out there. And then also they've been giving out these like little dev sneak peeks at like what they've been doing, what they've been working on. And like there's a lot of proof that like currently in the story, they're already done mainly with what season 1, season 2 has of the events. Like they're up to the Julius fight scene with you know who. If you've watched the anime, you know what I'm talking about. But that's currently where they are, right? So they've developed majority of the story. And again, that's like they tweeted that 2-3 months ago. You don't know how far they actually are in the story and what they've done. So with it, there's also like this image. They kind of put a image out of this character. You remember her? She shows up not too early in the anime, kind of. But with it, you know, nice overall screen here. We have a box of tissues. I wonder what my man's been doing. We have animation, stuff like that. Overall, they've been working on it again, and like with all the teasers, we know a lot of the roster is made. And you know, a lot of the story is already fully animated, fully voiced, and all of that. So they have been making a lot of progress, and just majority of it might be done already, and it just could be testing, polishing, fine-tuning, and that's currently what they're on. With it, there's again, they do this right. This is a big game. You know that now. And then when it comes to Origin, right? What happened to that? That's also something we've been waiting for. And they set it for early 2023. So early 2023 is easily January, February, March, April. Within those four first months, that's usually when people say early. That's around what it means. So with that, again, you could see both happening where, like, you know, Seven Deadly Sins Origin releases in a timely manner to kill Black Clover when it releases. Again, both those games are really things that I'm looking forward to. And I really kind of want to cover on this channel. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully these games do have good launches and all of that. With this one, it's just the studio behind it. It's doing very good work. When it comes to animations, it's basically just, again, as much as people want to say it's not, it's Grand Cross, but not. It's Black Clover Grand Cross. That's all it is, right? Same playstyle, same all of that. We know it's the turn-based style. As much as people want to say it's not, it genuinely is, okay, from what we've seen. And all of the attacks are based out of just, you know, turn-based. It doesn't look like anything else. It doesn't look like Genshin. It doesn't look like that. So with it, you know, if you do play Grand Cross or you're just a little bit bored and, you know, just a little fed up with it, this is a game to jump towards. And then whenever Grand Cross fixes some things, gets a banner out you like, you then hop back onto it. So, you know, both games just being very good. This one being, again, Black Clover IP. A lot of characters have potential. If Vic Game Studios does good with it, it's a big game of the year. So with it, again, you know, the beta happening soon, hopefully, the game releasing soon after. There's a lot happening with this year. Also, a lot of gacha games getting announced, a lot of animes getting announced. Recently, you should have seen it. I think like Aniplex just had the festival today, and they announced so many freaking things. I was shocked. Some of them are insane. So a lot going on in the anime world, if you want to say. But with it, again, there's so many games coming out, so many things happening. Black Clover Mobile being one of my like top ones that I'm actually kind of hyped for. And just everything about it looks sick. I like Black Clover as an anime. I loved it. And then, you know, the manga, if you're reading it currently, it's insane. So there's potential here. If they do it right, if they release it on time, if they release it and then the game actually sticks, where they don't destroy the player base day one, this has potential to last for a while. So with it, let me know what you think about it. Do you care? Do you not care? Is this something that interests you? Is it not something that interests you? Or do you just have no faith in them? You have no idea when it's releasing. You're just not even having any hope towards it. Let me know down below. So that's been it for me. Thank you again for watching. Have a fabulous day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. That's been Black Clover Mobile. Basically set up for a closed beta soon. And again, the release hopefully this year. So there is that. Have fun, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.